WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
What is up? It's Friday. I wish we had better things to talk about. Isn't it kind of bummer when you come in and you're like, okay, where do we start? Well, we could start here. Well, that's a bummer. We could start there. That's a bummer. Hey, why don't we? No, that's a bummer.
Not one good thing happened to Detroit sports yesterday.
Do you? Well, you know what people say.
Oh, Red Wings. Sorry.
Yeah,
my bad.
But Maz,
I was thinking about Michigan.
Maz, is it?
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
They played their best game of the year last night.
Oh. Isn't that great? Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
I mean, a hat trick for Dylan, a 5-point night for Mo,
Yeah.
and another 40-goal season for DeBrincat.
Yeah. All right.
And they pummeled Philly.
And the playoff
How about the 2 goals in
the playoff drought will reach a franchise high 10 in a matter of a couple of days. Yeah.
Their odds went up to 7%, though.
Oh.
Yesterday was 4%.
Well, the magic number is 3. Any combination of Senator points or Red Wing points, that's the magic number. Because they can't catch Ottawa with tiebreaker.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And Ottawa's playing pretty good.
Do you know, very quickly, can I look you right in the eye right now? You guys that are watching, okay? And a vast majority of you guys get this, okay? A vast majority of you. Some of you, not so much. But I'm going to say this again, all right? And Maz,
Yeah.
this goes back to the decade of despair. Do you think that young Gordon, that JB, that Maz, that I want to come in here and talk shit about the teams we love? Do you think like we want to do that? There are some people like legitimately that, oh, you guys are haters. Do you, like, I'm being honest. Do you think, like, I'm driving into work today going, gosh damn it. You guys get that, right? I don't want to. I want to talk about shiny, happy people holding hands.
I want to talk about Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel holding hands. She held hands with a lot of people.
That's what friends do, man.
I know.
Something else, too.
Do you remember when you and I went to the Great Wolf Lodge? And my wife took all those pics. Maz and I were holding hands.
Yeah.
We were floating down the lazy river, shirtless. That's what friends do.
That was fun.
Friends.
She gets around.
Remember back in the day?
Jersey girl, love her.
But do you remember back in the day, like when you were a kid, when you were, you were dating or whatever, and it was some useless tramp and all that, and you
She wasn't a useless tramp then.
She was a friend. He was a friend. I love that bit. Yeah, friends make out. Oh, it's not that big of a deal. All we did was kiss. Hey, you're right. I was over Gordon's house last week and we were making out. That's what friends do. That's what friends do.
Gordy, is that true?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay, so what if it was? That's what friends do. How could you be mad at that?
They've been friends since the Titans beat.
Such a bad bit. Gosh damn. All right, yeah, it was a good win for the Wings. The Flyers, they aren't in desperation mode because the way the NHL standings are configured.
What a horrible.
It's awful.
Can we please top 8? Please.
It seems
top 8.
It seems like there are more people bitching about it this year. So that
I'm confused.
That gives me hope. That legitimately gives me hope that they could change that. It's a freaking joke, okay? And here's the problem, okay?
Why don't you explain it to me? How does the whole thing work?
All right. So there are the two divisions.
Yes.
There's the Atlantic and the Metropolitan.
Correct.
Whoever wins the Atlantic division, and right now it's looking like Buffalo, okay?
Yeah.
Whoever wins the Atlantic Division gets one of the top 2 seeds. Okay? Carolina already took advantage of the poor Metropolitan League. They have more points than Buffalo, so they will be the number 1 seed. Okay? Buffalo would be the number 2 seed.
So far, that makes sense.
Okay. All right. Now, this is where it gets all
Yeah.
jumbled up, okay? Then you take the next 2 teams in the division regardless of points. Regardless of points. Meaning Montreal's in second in the Atlantic Division, so they would have a 2 seed within the division. Tampa is in third place in the division, so they would have a 3 seed in the division. Okay? So put the...
Now, are their records better than the teams in the Metro?
Yes! Other than...
What if they weren't better?
Do you see the Jack Nicholson face?
What if they weren't better?
That's the issue. No, you just hit on the issue.
Yeah.
Montreal and Tampa are legitimately 2 of the best
Correct.
teams in the East.
So they deserve the 3-4.
One of them are going to be out in the first round.
Wow.
Done. Over. Not 3 versus 6. Not 3 versus 6.
3 versus
Not
4?
4 versus 5. Legitimately 3 versus 4.
That's horrible. Mm-hmm. So what do they want?
I don't get it. I didn't get it since day one. I don't get it today. How do you want me to explain something I don't get? I want you to look at the standings right now. Just the standings. I don't need to, but if you want me
Fine.
to,
No,
okay,
I don't.
I'll pull it up right
So
now.
how should it be 1 through 8 right now in reality, in our day, which was only a few years ago?
Okay, so you would have, hold on.
Carolina 1.
Carolina would be 1. Buffalo would be 2.
Yep.
Montreal would be 3.
Yep.
Tampa would be 4.
Got it.
Pittsburgh would be 5.
Yep.
Pittsburgh would be 5. Boston would be 6. Ottawa would be 7. Philly would be 8.
Oh.
But here's the thing. If the Metropolitan stays the same, if the Metropolitan Division stays the same today, okay, the Wings could finish with more points than Philadelphia and still miss the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen,
Again.
the National Hockey League.
Thank you, Batman.
Absolutely. That's disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
When
So
did
that's
this,
why I
was
said
this 3 years ago?
I hope you understand. No, this has been around for a while.
Really?
I hope you understand, Maz, why I said the game was important to Philly, but not that important. Because Philly legitimately doesn't have to worry about the Red Wings. Do you know who they have to worry about? The Islanders. That's who they have to worry about. And the Islanders, in fairness, are only 1 point behind Philly. So if Philly gets passed by the Islanders and Detroit, they drop out. The Islanders go into that 3 seed. And guess what?
They knocked the Wings out.
Detroit would still be out.
Yeah.
Because Detroit's concern right now is, well, legitimately they can still catch Boston. Boston would have to go 0-3. Detroit would have to go 3-0. And they can still catch Boston. Okay?
What if Boston gets a point?
Then they would have 97-91. Detroit could pass them on wild card, on the regulation wins.
Okay.
If Boston gets 1 point, that would give them 97. And again, Detroit goes 3-0. They both finish with 97. Detroit would, at that point in time, have more regulation wins. So they could pass.
And they threw one away the other night, a regulation win.
And Ottawa, now the difference is Ottawa, the team closest to them,
has more.
has more.
So they're 3 up, but really they're 4 up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Really, they're 3 up, but you need 4.
So
pass
again, and you heard Gordon, legitimately, they could finish with more points than the Islanders or Philly, but one of those 2 teams are going to slide into that number 3 spot in the less than Metropolitan Division. Montreal or Tampa will be at home. The 3rd and 4th seeds, one of them are going to be at home in the first round.
Because they're playing
And by
each
the way,
other.
that game last night was unbelievable. Like, if you wanted playoff hockey, that Montreal-Tampa game, if that's a sign of a series that you're going to get in the first round,
7.
holy mother. And you know what? The Habs weren't daisies.
Your boy Caulfield got the first star.
He got 50. He finally got 50.
And first star.
They weren't daisies.
You're no daisy.
Well, because you're no daisy. No, you know what Tampa does. Tampa's gonna try to get under your skin. Tampa's gonna do Tampa things, right? And the pushback was there. That would be a great first round series, but it shouldn't be in the first round.
Of course not. You're supposed to dump the bad teams in the first round.
And the
The good teams aren't supposed to kill each other.
It's even worse. It's even worse over in the West. You're gonna have Dallas and Minnesota playing in the first round.
Wow.
Dallas and Minnesota are number 2 and number 3 in the West. So Montreal and Tampa 3 and 4. Dallas and Minnesota are 2 and 3. That's going to be a first round series. Okay.
Congrats to the Avs, President's Trophy winners.
Could you imagine that though, like in the NBA? Like think about that in the NBA. The 2 seed in the East is playing the 3 seed in the East in the first round. So that would be Boston and New York.
Yeah.
Boston and New York would be a first round series. In NHL logic.
God help us.
What a dumb.
God help us.
Make it make sense.
Can I throw something out there?
Yeah.
And this was said, and I don't know if he wants me to say this, but this was said by somebody on our crew. The game last night pissed them off more than made them happy.
Because they saw what could have happened?
Mm-hmm. Do you subscribe to that logic?
Probably.
I think there's more validity to that than anybody wants to admit.
I don't understand why, though. Why don't you want to play hard? Why don't you want to be the best team that you can be? I find that hard to wrap my head around.
We have, Maz, this is why I've said for months now, 3 coaches in a row can't be wrong. If 3 coaches are trying to unlock, like doing this every night, and I'm not saying that they're going to go out like this and play, go win like they did last night every night. Yeah, hat tricks and 5 points and everything. But if 3 coaches in a row have talked about the lack of consistency, is that the coach's problem or is that a problem with the makeup of this team? And I think we all know the answer to that.
Here's the thing: what bothers me about this team, they're pissed at us.
Oh, I can't figure it out.
Here's Mo Sider last night after the game. They ask him obviously about the win, and then they ask him about Dylan Larkin, and he goes into defense mode. Here he is.
Obviously, it's nice, but the 2 points for the team obviously mean a little more. Great effort by everyone. Obviously, that makes it a little bit easier on yourself, and everyone stepped up.
Is that up as high as it could?
Especially the penalty killers. That was huge.
It sounds so much better when I listen to it on the computer.
That's only one of 4, and I think that should be the message into our locker room right now. We need 6 more points, and then we'll see where
Did you hear this cut?
How great was it to see Dylan Larkin kind of put the team on his back there with a hat trick?
Great. Obviously, he's our leader. We believe in him. We don't really care what you guys say about us outside this locker room. So we always trust him. He's an important player, and he definitely put the team on the back tonight. And
hey, JB, zoom out on me a little.
3 more times.
How key was it just that start to the second?
That's a future captain of the team, I think.
Yeah.
Legit.
Well,
I think that's a future captain.
Once they trade Larkin, he will be the captain.
There's more of that conversation out there than I think people realize. That it might be time for both sides.
Yeah.
And I'll repeat what I said yesterday. You put that guy as your number 2 center on pretty much any of the playoff teams, and guys are dropping pants around their ankles. Mm-hmm. Wait, Dylan Larkin's our number 2 center? Okay. Because again, you guys, I don't know what else to say, because some of us have been saying this for years. If you haven't figured out that he's a good player, that he is a damn good player, that everybody wants him, but he's not a 1C, I don't know what to tell you anymore. I don't. What's up, Gordon?
Is there any path forward, do you think, for this Red Wings team to still make actual playoff success become a genuine contender with Larkin still on the roster? Or do you think this divorce is inevitable and this has to happen?
I don't think it has to happen. I don't. Steve has to do a better job with this roster. Period. End of story.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this in the chat, and it was funny, Maz, because when we did the conversation the other day, a few guys, and remember I said, hey, man, you know what? Come at me. Let's try to have an adult conversation. The way that he's tried to run this franchise, the way that it's operated, hasn't worked. And you guys know what the recipe is, okay? Here's what Steve Yzerman has tried to do. Draft, develop, hold on to the guys, and then unleash them on the world, okay? And occasionally, you get a guy like Elmer Soderblom, who out of one side of your mouth, you tell everybody what an absolute steal he was, and then you want to be patted on the back because you were able to jettison him off for a better pick than he cost you. Okay? That hasn't worked. At some point in time, you have to not take a chance on that vet and hope to catch lightning in a bottle, okay? John Gibson, nobody thought that was going to be the pickup that eventually ended up to be. I still say today, on this day, I think he's the team's MVP. I really do. I think John Gibson's the team's MVP.
For this year, for sure.
Where would they be without John Gibson? But you can't legitimately hope to catch lightning in the bottle like that. All right? Make a big trade. Don't be afraid to pawn off one of these young can't-miss prospects, okay?
Throw some initials out there.
ASP.
Yeah? Who's the other guy you were just talking about?
There were...
MHM or MHW?
MBN.
MBN. Oh, that's another
There
one.
were people around this town, not just this building,
JVR.
talking about this guy winning the Calder this year.
Wow.
Okay? And I'm sorry, and I know I said this back in December, this was a guy that wasn't ready for this league. I'm not saying it's never going to happen. He wasn't ready for this league. And back in December, people got mad at me for saying that. And then you know what happened? He got benched. And he stayed benched. And he stayed benched. And finally they said, well, why are we letting this kid sit up in the press box? Why don't we just let him go back down to AHL and play with Griffins? Right? So the way that they've done this, the slow, methodical, we are going to marinate these prospects, and when they're ready, Maz, when I put that thermometer in, and it's at 203, we'll take them out.
But then you got to cover them.
It hasn't worked.
The oven's broken.
It hasn't worked. I don't know what else to say. It hasn't. That's not to say that some of these guys aren't. I'm very, very quick to say that some of these guys don't have the next level. But this was going to be slow and methodical. I don't care what Steve Yzerman says. I don't think he thought there was a snowball's chance in Hades that 7 years in we'd be still having this conversation.
Yeah.
Because he said it day one, you guys, this isn't going to be easy. This is going to take some time, but we're going to do it the right way. We're going to do it the right way. This isn't about just getting back in the playoffs. This is about competing for the Stanley Cup like they did in his era. Year in, year out, the Red Wings are a legitimate threat.
He thought he was picking those players. Those players just have not developed.
Nope.
And it doesn't look like most of them will.
There are a lot of good players. I'm going to say it again, and I know people get mad at me. I saw one of the, there are a lot of different podcasts out there. And I'm not going to be disrespectful to anybody. But I saw one of the podcasts where the host, made a claim. Steve Yzerman has done a really good job of bringing in high-end talent. Has he? Who's high-end on this team? I'm being 100% honest.
Sider.
Bringing in, is that drafting and free agency? Or just...
I think you have to give him credit for DeBrincat. But
yes,
let's not forget, DeBrincat was at the end of the road in Ottawa, and Ottawa was just looking to jettison him out. Okay? So when a guy scores 40 goals, You have to give him his props for that, especially, in my opinion, I don't think he has a real legitimate facilitator.
Yeah.
So who's high end? Because then we go into Tiger territory, right? Well, surely let's wait for MBN. He's not high end now, but he will be next year. And let's wait for ASP. He's not high end now, but oh boy, you just wait.
Would you consider
Kind of like we heard about Elmer Soderblom a couple of years ago.
Would you consider the moves for guys like Justin Falk or turning Joe Velino and Peter Mrazek into a John Gibson?
It's a good move. It's a good move. I like Falk. Falk is a good top 4 defenseman. And I think you got at least for the next couple of years, you've got Seider as a 1, which there's no doubt about it. He's a 1 in the top pairing, and I think on the other side you got Falk as a 2. But am I going to sit there and call high end? No, I'm not going to use high end.
Yeah.
Let's define high end first.
Yeah.
Can you want to try to define high end? How is high end defined to you, Maz?
A frontline center, a guy that could play on the first line and second line.
Do you know what I would say? I could make an argument that guy's in the top 10 in his position.
Yeah,
That's what high end means to me.
Okay.
That's what high end means to me.
that's fair.
Okay? I got Mo Seider. That's what I got. I got Mo. The way that John Gibson played this year, you could make an argument for it, but that is an absolute aberration. I would not expect that again next year. Sorry. I don't know what else to tell you.
So sell high.
He hasn't been that guy before, okay, in a long time. I mean, remember, he lost his job in Anaheim. So this is where we're at.
They played good last night.
You got
Can
to
we just
get
do
creative.
that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So let's say that. Remember
That's
I said they needed to win their 4 games? They won 1 of them. They need 3 more.
Do you know what? It's like Sunday though. Sunday was atrocious. Sunday was 6 shots in 35 minutes?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden in the third period you look like world beaters against one of the better teams in the National Hockey League. I can understand why people get frustrated at that. Where the hell was that all game, you know?
But doesn't that give you hope?
Hope for what?
That you see what they can do.
If I didn't
And then last night they looked really good.
experience that 2 years ago, you would have a good point. But remember how they finished the season a couple of years ago?
In a flurry.
Yeah. You know, they scored both
That was
those.
exciting.
They scored 2 late goals against
Yeah.
the Habs to steal.
That was amazing.
To steal 2 points, and fell just short. That was 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
And I think what's frustrating about that is it was 2 years ago, and you watch the Habs not just leapfrog you, but go like that.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
So
To me, that's frustrating.
So when Yzerman saw that, the way they closed that year, he had to have, wow, I got it right. I got it right.
Well, I think that's why he fired his guy last year.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
surely it was his fault.
Yeah.
Is it Todd's fault now?
No.
I mean, you guys ask yourself that question.
There's only so many coaches you could blame.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Blash had no chance. When they decided to rip, and full disclosure, I like Jeff. All right? Before somebody else says it, I got to know Jeff. I like Jeff. Okay? He had no chance. They tore it down midstream. You were not winning with those rosters. You weren't. Did he help himself out? Not really. But you weren't winning with those rosters.
Can I interest you in a coach, Patrick Waugh, for the Detroit Red Wings?
Could you imagine that? Wouldn't that be funny?
Oh, my God.
Talk about a no chance in hell.
Wouldn't that be funny? Yeah. I don't think he'll get rid of Todd, for the record. I don't.
I don't think so either.
I don't think he'll get rid of Todd.
How about Hinch? I'm sorry. Wrong sport.
Dude. What an ugly series.
Disgusting.
What an ugly series.
They haven't done nothing right so far, except for the first 2 games of the year when they beat San Diego.
Why do our starting pitchers like putting guys on base?
They just do.
Has that become airborne? Shout out Detroit DC. Has it
is.
become airborne?
Yeah. They're infected.
All right, I'm going to break. You shocked?
I am.
You shocked? JB, you shocked?
I am very shocked.
Well, we're not talking Lions, so we can break.
I'm going to try to be better today.
Okay.
That's on me.
Lions are coming up, by the way.
That's accountability. See? Me. That's 100% me. That's not their fault. It's my fault. I don't do a good job of breaking. We all have diarrhea of the mouth, especially this guy. JB, where do you want to go?
Let's hear from Planet Fitness and then Pure Psychiatry. But first, let me clear up this one super chat we got going on. Shout out to everyone sending in super chats, and shout out to Gold Crown for sponsoring this. $5 from Silas. He said, "Thank Jesus, Kay Cunningham is here to throw open the black cloud left Zeus from Disney's Hercules because we are one step from another dark age."
How much validity is in that statement? More than any of us want to admit.
But I think we're coming out of it, not going into it. We are.
I hope so.
We're not going into that dark ages again.
I feel like
Not
we
for
have
a while.
1 foot out.
Maz, I don't think there's been anybody more negative about the Lions than you. Okay? Fair?
Yeah.
All right? I don't think we'll get to the Tigers in a second.
Brad's got us to the good point, and that's what he's happy with. We're good.
The Tigers are going to lose the best pitcher in baseball in a matter of a few months.
Yeah.
Michigan just won a national championship if you're a Michigan fan.
Yeah, but they lost the hockey.
If you're a Spartan fan, you're hurt more. Right?
Yep.
Tough loss last night. Game kind of went the way we talked about yesterday.
They absolutely dominated the game.
They have a lot of talent. They're more talented than Denver.
They doubled their shots in a double overtime.
And Denver has that been there, done that, playoff intensity. Ho-hum, we're just going to ride this out mantra. It's incredible. And I think they're going to beat Wisconsin on Saturday.
Me too.
They're going to do it again. Unbelievable. Hey, Planet Fitness is for everybody. Over 2,700 clubs nationwide with over 50 in Metro Detroit alone. You can get access to the Black Card Spa where you can recover with hydro massage and other innovative amenities. Bring a guest free anytime. It's just $24.99 a month. We are all strong on this planet. Shout out to Planet Fitness Northville, Planet Fitness, and of course, Pure Psychiatry. We talk about sports every day, wins, losses, pressure, expectations, but real life, that's not always easy. At Woodward Sports, just know you are never alone, and neither is your mental health journey. Pure Psychiatry provides personalized psychiatric care designed specifically for you. It's not that cookie cutter thing. Well, it works for that group, it works for him, it works for her. No. It's designed specifically for you. 16 locations in Michigan, 2 in Ohio. They make getting help accessible and comfortable. If you've been thinking about taking that first step, do it. Visit PurePsychMI.com. That's PurePsychMI.com.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Woodward Sports is your #1 source for all things Detroit sports. Start your day with the Sean Baligian Morning Show from 8 to 10 a.m. Rolling into Big D Energy with Neil Rule, Jerry Foster, and Red Wings Michigan great Darren McCarty. Then make sure you're watching the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep from 2 to 4 p.m. Michigan great Braylon Edwards and the elite Matt Shepard break down all the biggest sports stories. End your day with the Woodward Heavyweights. Join Spencer and EZ nightly from 5 to 7 p.m. Every day. All the sports. All Detroit. Live on the Woodward Sports Network. Detroit's #1 sports network.
It's game on at Art & Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art & Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
I hate to tell you, energy drinks, but you're about to be crushed. Thrive nootropic energy pouches are here to change the game by delivering steady, focused performance in a clean white pouch for a fraction of the cost. And unlike other brands, Thrive comes from an American company that's been leading the way for over 30 years. So stop drinking gut-rot energy drinks and why don't you thrive for a change? It's just better.
Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Hey guys, Black Rock Bar and Grill, and guess who's going to be there? Brand new place opening up. Tell you about it next Friday, April 17th. The heavyweights are heading to the Sioux. That's right, they're going to the UP, guys. Another food review at the brand new Black Rock Bar and Grill inside Keewatin Casino in Sault Ste. Marie. But get there early because at 4 o'clock, Red Wing legend and our brother, Darren McCarty, is going to be there for a meet and greet. Come on, hang out with us and experience Black Rock's famous steak sizzling on a 755-degree volcanic rock. Come on out to the new Black Rock Bar and Grill in the Keewatin Casino in the Sault Ste. Marie next Friday with the heavyweights. It's not just a meal, it's an experience. Experience it at blackrockrestaurants.com.
All right, so can I ask you how it's early, okay?
Not that early.
I hate saying that, but it's early. All right, traditionally, as you know, quarter mark is when people kind of sit back and go, all right, where are we at? But
so that would be the 40-game mark.
Yes.
Yeah. So what are we at now?
13 games.
13 games.
Tied for worst team in the American League.
Yep.
With
the other ALCS team.
the Seattle Mariners.
Seattle Mariners.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Remember we went, 15 or 16 innings with them last year? We must have took everything out of them.
What was that, like 1:10 in the morning?
Yeah.
Gosh.
It was.
That was a good game.
Let me tell you something. That was theater. And I'm sitting there chewing my nails down to the bits on every freaking pitch. That's what baseball, playoff baseball, gives you. Same as sudden death overtime in hockey or the last 5 minutes in a Stanley Cup playoff game or a Frozen Four game like last night. That's just absolute theater. And if that doesn't get your blood going, then you're just not a sports fan.
And remember, Jack Flaherty did Jack Flaherty things. He got into a big jam. He loves putting people on base.
He wiggled out, though.
And he got out of it.
He usually doesn't this
Just
year.
like he did yesterday.
He got out yesterday.
Because I was ready to send the pictures. And I even said to Maz, why?
Do you know I had one ready to send?
Why does he enjoy putting guys on base? Why? He likes it. He literally likes it. But he goes 5 2/3, 5 hits, 3 walks.
What's his whip?
On the season? Oh, it's got to be close to 150, right?
1.65?
164.
I guessed it. I said 165.
164.
Now, a good whip, to explain to you.
He brought his ERA down to a paltry 5.14, though.
A good whip is 1.
Yeah, that's exceptional. Yeah, I would take the 1.15. Jack just isn't going to give you that. Neither's Casey Mize. Just we'll. And I'm sorry, I'm one of those people. You're playing with fire if you consistently put guys on base. You are. You're only going to get away with it so often, right? Eventually somebody's going to come up there and get a clutch hit, and it's going to screw you. So, chat, are you guys worried about these guys? Because it's not one thing, it's a bunch of things. It's the pen, it's the bats, it's the starting pitching, and that Minnesota team's bad. And I know we have a lot of Minnesota people watching. I stand on that. You're not good. Look at your roster. You are not good.
They're playing well, though.
That's awesome.
Derek Shelton's got them playing good.
Chris Shelton, what?
No, Derek. Former Pirates manager.
They're 7-6. They were 3-6 before the series started.
What odds would you have given me if I said the Twins are going to sweep a 4-game set?
5%.
You would have won a shitload of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally. Yeah, you would have.
They got 5 hits again, bro. You can't win that way. 2 hits from Javi alone. Javi is one of their best hitters right now. Do you hear that? Javi Baez is one of their best hitters right now. They have 2 guys that are hitting 700 with 700 OPS, and that's McGonigal and Colt Keith. Everyone else is 600 or less. Spencer Torkelson is batting $180, and his OPS is 500.
Riley Green's batting 200.
200, no home runs.
Mm-hmm. Torque is $184, as you mentioned.
Dingler's got what? 2 homers?
I told you I'm done with him.
Yeah,
I am enough. I'm not being funny.
How many home runs do they have this year? 2 from Dingler. Who else has hit one?
Somebody's got to have one.
Yeah, somebody else has to have one.
I'm going to look it
So
up.
what do they have, 3
Hold on.
home runs maybe?
Talk amongst yourselves. Glaber has 1.
Okay.
Carey has 2 now.
Okay, that's 3.
Dingler has 2.
That's
McKinstry
5.
and Veerling, 7.
7 all day.
Yeah, 7.
For a team.
Yeah, that just picked up recently. That just picked up late recently. Yeah, I'm done with the Torque experience. I am. I'm done with it.
So maybe Colt Keith is your new first baseman. You can find a position for him.
I have an idea.
Presidio could play first.
Let him take over. Let him take over.
You know who could take over for the injured Parker Meadows?
Who?
Max Clark.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen though.
We're pretty close to the end with that too. I hope the kid's okay, but are we pretty close to the end with Parker?
He was having a decent year.
I don't need to see more of him. I'm sorry, I don't.
Bad accident, man. That was a
you don't like to see that.
That was a tough call. Thank God Riley is okay of the 2. Maybe I'm glad they didn't both knock each other out. That was bad. But that's a hard position to play. You guys running full speed and is not looking to his right. And bang.
Who was it? Sideless? See, this is, again, where I'll go back to what Sideless said in the Super Chat, okay? Cade Cunningham, you're our only hope. It's Star Wars. Like, literally, it is. It's Star Wars right now. Help us, Cade Cunningham. You're our only hope for the foreseeable future. Now, I'm not south on the Lions yet. I'm not. I told you.
You shouldn't be. They have an easy schedule.
I think they're going to be a playoff team, but I'm not going to reverse course and say I'll be okay if they're just a playoff team. I'm sorry.
Well, that's all they're going to be.
If you want to be in the rarefied air of legitimate contenders, then be in the rarefied air of legitimate contenders. I'm not just going to go, well, we made the playoff. No. Once Super Bowl or bust jumps in, man, that's the reality of it. And, Maz, that's why I tell you, you can say that, and I can understand where you're coming from, but let me wait until August. Let me see what they do in the draft. Let me see if anything else kind of manifests itself, and we'll see in August. Okay, is it legitimate to throw that Super Bowl or bust tag out there? We'll see.
Vegas has them at 10.5, so they kind of know what they're doing. They do. They're probably an 11-win team right now before anything else happens. 11 wins. But that doesn't mean that you're going to win in the playoffs, and it doesn't mean you're going to be even in the game if you play the Rams.
I wish I could argue with that. So where are you guys, chat, where are you guys at with the Tigers right now? Where are you at? I watched a lot of this series. It wasn't a good watch. Like yesterday, I'm telling you point blank, I was out like a light. It was.
I fell asleep as well.
Yeah, it was.
It was a nice nap.
Well, you texted me, and I didn't see your text. I thought for sure you'd pick up on it. It was like a half hour later that I answered you because I was out like a light.
I think I was out then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about a half hour later that I got back to you because it's like the rain started coming down at home. The dogs laid down next to me because you know I love that stupid moon pod.
Yeah.
Out like a light. Out like a light.
Is there a better sleep than an afternoon sleep? I don't think there is.
Yes, but you know what it does? It F's you up like at night. Like I was effed up last night. There's no way I was going to sleep.
I made it till 12:30 because I tried to stay up for Michigan.
Yeah,
I tried.
I stayed up a little longer than I wanted to do anyway.
I feel like going to bed early. Like if your bedtime is like, let's say your bedtime's 10 p.m. and you're out by like 8:30, and you wake up with an hour or two of extra sleep. You wake up real refreshed. I feel like that's the best sleep because you're still on schedule. You're not all messed up, but you wake up feeling a little bit better than normal.
I love falling asleep in the afternoon. If I have nothing going on for a few hours,
yeah,
and I could just close my eyes for an hour or two, to me, that's the most relaxing sleep.
Do you know my sweet spot? I kid you not. To your point, Gordon, and those of you, if you're up, you, in all likelihood, or like us, you have to get up way early, okay? Like my alarm clock usually goes off at 6:02. Not 6:01, not 6:03, not 6, not 6:05, 6:02, okay? My sweet spot is if I'm laying down in bed at 10:30, I'm cool.
It is comfy.
That's my, I might not fall asleep right away. It might not be till 11:15, but Gordon, to your point, I feel guilty as sin saying good night to everybody at 10:30. I do. Good night, everybody. It's time for bed. So more often than not, I'm not in bed at 10:30. More often than not, I'm just not. And then there's something on, and there's always something on.
Do you have a TV in your bedroom?
No, I don't, because that would be death for me.
I have a TV in my bedroom because you sleep by yourself.
Yeah, I sleep in the guest room.
My wife likes to have the TV on, so I'll wait till she goes to bed because she'll be out inside of 3 minutes because I'm shutting the TV off. I'm not going to bed with flashing lights.
I can't do it.
I need the dark, and leave me alone.
Yeah. I same thing.
No good for you to have the TV on, but some people need it.
No, so I sleep in the guest room, and we had a TV in there, and I moved it. I want nothing to do with it. I can't do it. Some dudes can do it. Some dudes, I just put on the hockey game and fell asleep. If I had the Michigan game on last night,
you can't go to bed.
I'm not going to bed. No way am I going to bed.
As soon as it went to double overtime, I went click, and I hit record. Click, and I can't leave it on. And I went right to bed.
Bummer for them.
They really dominated that game. And they're going to lose. Well, how many guys are going to go to the NHL?
Who was it that asked me yesterday? The game went exactly like that. That's what Denver does, man. Michigan's got more talent.
There's a lot of puck luck involved, too.
Oh, I think you have to. You create a lot of your own luck, though. I do. I think they do little things really well. They play that playoff caliber style, and that's why they've had so much success.
What are they going for, 3 out of 4?
to your point, I'm going to be really interested to see where TJ Hughes ends up and how quickly Michael Hage is in Montreal. Because if you listen to some people in Montreal, he might be in Montreal tomorrow. Like, legit.
How exciting for him.
Grew up ahead. Do you know his backstory?
No.
His father's from Montreal. Adored the Habs. Absolutely adored the Habs.
Wow.
Passed away shortly before the NHL draft.
Ooh.
Horrible mistake. Accident. And so when he got drafted by the Habs,
He had to cry.
yeah, his mom and him were just like crying.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. So then he blew all the French media their minds. He can speak fluent French. So when he went up to like do his interviews, most of the time they have to deal with a guy, English.
Translator.
He spoke fluent French, and so immediately people fell in love with him. The Quebecois immediately fell in love with him. So I'll be interested to see how quickly he goes. But now, granted, he's been playing hurt for a couple weeks. We'll find out shortly how hurt he's been playing. But he has been playing hurt. So it'll be interesting.
He'll get a rest then.
Yeah, if he was healthy, my guess is he would probably be in Montreal tomorrow for the game against Columbus. That would be my guess.
They could pull him up during the playoffs, right?
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. They're I mean, you know how it works because we've seen it so much with the Red Wings, with some of their young players. There are guys that might be ready that they're just going to hold off on, right? And everything that I had heard is he was going to go straight to Montreal if he was healthy. Let's see if it still happens. Let's see if it still happens.
A lot of times these teams keep these kids down a little bit too long. Like last year, Scott Harris could have taken a chance and brought McGonigal up at the end of the year, and you might have had a playoff bat. You might have won another playoff series. You might have. But they brought him up, had a great spring, couldn't send him down, couldn't get that extra year of eligibility. They're going to wind up getting a draft pick because this guy is on his way to, knock wood, getting a chance for Rookie of the Year.
I still, I look back at last year, and it's so funny how I saw somebody put a unique spin on it on social media. And you know my routine. I start to answer, and then I'm like, nope, I'm over 999 million in trying to change somebody's minds. But, legitimately, somebody was talking, and I saw it was a conversation with Spenny. Somebody made the point to Spenny, was calling out Spenny because he said Scott Harris made the team worse at trade deadline. Maz, you and I have talked, he did. It's undeniable.
Yeah, he blew it.
He brought in the sheriff. He brought in Morton.
You love the sheriff.
Do you know why I love the sheriff? Because people told me what a great move that was. Legitimately, people said that. I want you to think about that. Maz, when we were here that Thursday night, in the middle of the summer, okay? Legitimately, people were going, oh, that's a good move. Bring in Paddock. He's an innings eater. What? The you talking about? But that's enough, Maz. September call-up. Why not bring up McGonigal?
Right.
Right? Are you telling me the kid couldn't help the team last year?
He wanted to let him marinate a little bit more.
Was there some magic that happened between the first week of September and the last week of April that would preclude him from starting his career the way he started his career? I don't get that shit. I'm sorry. I don't. He's not ready the first week of September, but he'll be ready the last week of March. Okay, it's only about 6 months, sure. Yeah, that extra 6 months, that'll do all the world of difference. I don't get it.
Well, we're not baseball elite. What I mean by that is we're not that guy. Maybe that is when you do turn the corner. I don't know.
What happens?
Maybe that's where you get the most coaching.
What happens in that magical 6 months, especially when you're not playing a lot of baseball, that I'm unaware of?
I don't know, Sean. I wish they brought him up, man. That's why I think
and one of the baseball elite explained that to Tom and I. Speak very slowly like you're talking to two 5-year-olds. Okay? Explain to me why you couldn't do it in the first week of September, but that magic elixir was spread all over the place, and he was ready in March. I for me, and I understand that general managers have a difficult job because they have to talk about things like burn another year and stuff like that. I don't know. For me, it's like, can he help my team now? We're in the midst of a historic, and it was, historic blown lead.
Free fall.
Absolute free fall, okay? To our bitter rival, nonetheless. And this guy couldn't come up and help in September, but he was ready to be unleashed on the world in March. Now, again, I'm not the brightest light on the block, but that's bad logic to me. That's just, I'm sorry, that's bad logic. He's not ready the first week of September, but he is the last week of March.
Yeah, it's like you're telling me that Trey Sweeney is better on this team in the playoffs
100%
than a Kevin McGonigal.
Oh, hold on, buddy.
No doubt about it. He was ready.
Hold on. You guys, they had Jahmai Jones. Okay, back off.
I would prefer Henry Malloy than Jahmai Jones.
JHM?
Yeah, shut up. I mean, I know he's not with the team anymore.
Wenzel's coming up probably today.
Yeah,
I told you,
that's who I'm hoping for.
There are things in my life, not a lot, but there are things in my life from doing this job that, like, I sit back and go, did that really happen? The adamant sticking up for A.J. Hinch when he sat Riley Green and had Jahmai Jones pinch hit, that is one that will always stick in my brain.
Yeah.
I was doing the show that day. Maz, do you remember that?
Of course.
People were killing us.
Yeah.
Killing us.
How
to tell me you don't know about baseball without saying you don't know about baseball?
You don't like AJ? I thought you liked him.
Do you remember? Love AJ. I can disagree with him.
Well, Riley's stats against left-handed pitching.
Right. Do you remember that? And I go, I have as many postseason at-bats as Jahmai Jones. Gordon, so do you. So does Maz, and so does JB. And you're with a straight face, you're telling me that Jahmai Jones was the better option in that moment.
I like him in that spot. That's my coach speak, by the way.
Gordon, you know what you did? See, you know what Gordon did, though? He didn't even know it. You could be like a thespian, all right? You know what? You know what came over his face? The smartest guy in the room. All of a sudden, he was in that box.
He was AJ.
And he was the smartest guy in the room. Well, and the reality is so many baseball fans are like that. Hockey fans were a little guilty of it, too. We are. I know I can kind of be that guy, and I apologize for it.
Sean,
right.
can I get something off my chest real quick about this Tigers team?
Off your chest.
You know, and it reminds me a little bit like the Lions when we had to come to grips with the fact that we don't have the best offensive line anymore. We don't have an elite bullpen anymore. This isn't 2 years ago when we could reliably throw out a Hannafy, throw out a Holton, throw out. Thank you, a Bo Brisky.
I love Bo Brisky.
He's got a bullpen session today.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Somebody hit him over the head, make him think he's prime Mariano Rivera again.
Right.
He's long tossing today.
But this Tigers team isn't what we're used to it being. I think, especially with the losses of some of those young guys like Job, Olsen, we don't have Troy right now. We're in for a rude awakening with this bullpen. I'm just going to put it that way. I'm waiting and watching.
We got Drew Anderson.
Send him back to Korea.
No, I don't think he's that bad. I don't.
Do you know what's quickly become an enemy of mine? Like when I see his face, do you ever, like you see Neil's face, right? And like you can see Tom's blood pressure going.
Neil!
Yeah, there it is. There, poison. Like you can, there it is. There's the picture right there. You can legitimately, like, somebody put up a picture of Neil, and you can see Maz, like, his blood pressure. When I see Will Vest trot out, I get mad.
Really?
Yeah, I get mad.
That's how I feel about Holton.
We used to love Will Vest just last year.
And I get mad.
He became an integral part of that bullpen. Was going to be possibly 1/3 of the closers this year. He's got a bad start so far. I'm not giving up on him. I'm just not.
Well, Sean, I think it's interesting because they're starting to deploy him in a little bit of a different situation. He was the 9th inning guy, our closer, maybe 8th inning. Now we're seeing him in the in the 6th, 7th inning. So I don't know. I think the coaching staff also doesn't quite know what they have with this pitching staff and this bullpen. So they're shaking things around a lot. Still, I would expect the Tigers to have a similar trade deadline to last year, where they go out and get a flurry of guys. Hopefully, they get more than just one guy that sticks around, and Cal Finnegan.
They're going to get a bat at the deadline.
No, see, I love Will Vest, though. Hey, my favorite thing about him, man, he's got, his eyes can go two ways, so he can look at second base and the batter at the same time.
That's why, see?
That's why I love him. Safety vest.
I pulled the picture up yesterday, and I was going to send the invisible picture.
JB, can you make that invisible?
Gordon, are you familiar with the invisible picture? You soon will be, my friend.
I am not
All right?
aware.
But then I saw his face, and I got mad, so I had to delete it. Like, I get mad. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you right now.
The Wenzel pictures were making their rounds yesterday. Come save us.
Did you see? You got thrown in that other.
I did. I don't know how.
Yeah, we had a couple.
What is that?
I don't know. There was like a new chat that started, and the invisible picture was everywhere last night.
WNBA team names.
Do you know what the
were
best?
Coming out.
Justin, like literally, Spenny made an invisible picture of Justin, and I was pissing myself.
That must have been in the Hockey Elite.
I was like,
one.
I wonder what this is, and I scratched, and there's Justin.
Was that a Hockey Elite one?
I think it was.
Yeah, I think that was, because I didn't get that one.
Yeah, because we were having like quite the
Hockey Elite text chain.
Yeah.
I thought by accident I got in the Hockey Elite chain, but it was something else.
If I knew how to invite you, I'd invite you in. But I also say this with caution, okay?
I don't want to be in.
Yeah, and you know why I don't. If I knew how to invite you, I would invite
Neil's
you.
in there.
Neil is in there, and Neil plays a prevalent role in,
I'm
in
out.
that chain.
I'm out.
So that's why I wanna protect you.
Thank you.
Because the first thing Neil would say is,
what would he say?
as soon Maz, welcome into the chat, and then he'd immediately give you a dig. How are your Devils doing? What do you think about the Islanders? Can the Rangers take a jump?
Hey,
Even though, in fairness to you, it's not like you're sitting there with pom-poms for any of these guys.
Can all three New York, Jersey teams be out of the playoffs? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jersey and the Rangers are out already, and the Islanders are hanging on by a thread. There's the hate list.
That was a hate list from a few
Number
weeks
6
ago.
on the hate list is wild.
Is that still a pretty accurate hate list? LeBron number 1, all of the AFC number 2. As he's wearing his Jet shirt, by the way, which makes it so much better.
Teenagers on the spectrum should not be there.
JETS suck.
When you get my sub, you have to go to a certain place. You know that.
Look at Neil at the 4. I don't understand how Jeter got on there. Jeter's one of my favorites of all time. How is he on there?
He is.
He's got to be. That's got to be scratched. That was a mistake. That was a mistake.
I'm not going to argue with John F. and Lord, though.
No.
Was that John F. and Lord? I'm guessing it was.
Yeah.
Dude, he sends me shit, and I howl. And immediately, like a weasel, if he doesn't already have it, I send it off to JB. Outstanding.
Listen, man. Max Clark is absolutely killing AAA ball. And I know it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Maz.
He's killing it.
He's not ready.
I know. He's not ready.
He's not ready.
There's your center fielder. Meadows out, Clark in.
Can I tell you the funniest thing, though? And there's probably some baseball elitists watching right now, okay? And when I say that, I hope you guys, I'm not being disrespectful, okay? I know I can be super snobby about hockey. I know it, okay? So please take it with a grain of salt. There's probably some guy out there who's like mad at the mere suggestion of Max Clark. Well, he's not ready. Can I ask, why isn't he ready? Can you?
Because he wears 3 chains.
Is that it? Is it he's got to lose a chain?
I think for some people they don't like the look of it. But I don't give a shit about looks. If you can, provide a bat to this team and be reliable, in the defensively, then I don't care.
And if the crazy thing, you're not going to believe this, but are you ready? If he doesn't work, you can send him back down.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, true story.
Wow.
Like ASP.
Oh.
I'm sorry, people wanted to believe. They wanted to believe. Because it's all there. He's going to be our McCarr. He's going to be our Hughes. He's going to be our Hudson, okay? That kid looked overmatched. I'm sorry. There were a few brief shining moments. And trust me when I say this, Maz, without naming names, some people in this franchise know that he looked overmatched, okay? So December hits and it's like, okay, we're going to give him every chance in the world, but at some point in time, we might have to think about A, letting him sit for a few weeks, and B, letting him try to get his confidence back, okay? And it just never happened here. And then they brought him up and same thing. He had a good game, and then, well, that Columbus game last week was so. And you know what the crazy thing is? You can send him back down. Did you know that?
I do
Legit,
now.
Yeah. You didn't know that before, did you?
No.
So I don't. Are they saving him for 1 year? Is this all part of Scott Harris' master plan to totally create the future of the Detroit Tigers in his image? Which, if you haven't accepted that yet, it's coming. You know that, right? Like, please, Maz. Didn't we talk about this like last September?
Yeah, we did.
This guy is going to jettison some of the guys that
Most of them.
Look out for fill in the blank. Right.
Riley.
He's going to jettison
Carps.
a lot of these guys out of here.
They're on the
okay?
ropes. Veerling.
They are.
They're all on the ropes.
This is going to be Scott Harris's team sooner rather than later.
The only thing is we don't really have that many people that they talk about in AA, single A, triple A, except the big guys like Clark, Brasinio, and McGonigal. That's all we've heard.
Well, that's the thing,
That's
though.
all we've heard. Maybe there's one or two other guys. Remember the Dodgers trade for Sweeney, and I already forgot the other guy's name that plays catcher and first base. He got hurt. He was on his way up here, and then he got hurt, and now he's not as good as he was. So I don't know who else they could bring up.
Maz, do you remember what else I said last year to that point?
No pitchers either.
That was the point.
Yeah.
Who's the pitcher?
Yeah, they don't even talk about pitchers.
No,
They don't.
there's nobody. Somebody told me last year, somebody who I trust, okay? There are a few guys on Twitter that follow this shit. Like, I mean, like, it's insane.
The Rogelio's.
So I asked him. It was Rogelio. I
Yeah.
love Raj.
We just had him on the Tiger Show last night. That's our guy.
I love him. Shout out Rogelio. You know you have an open invite to come in
It's
here.
Rogelio.
Shout out.
He's been over the house for a barbecue. I had him over.
Hell yeah.
I asked him. I said, "Is there somebody that like I'm missing?" And if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to misspeak, but I think he told me about. No, you're right, but there's this guy at Single A that let's see what happens in a couple of years, and you're going to hear more about this guy in a couple of years. But you don't have that Casey Mize or Tarek Skubal.
Like I was saying earlier, all of our young arms are dead right now. They're in the training room.
Yep.
Reese Olson, Troy Melton,
Job.
Jackson Job, they're all dead.
Yep.
Even Job was not his guy. And there was rumors that he didn't even like Job.
He tried.
I like Job.
He tried to trade him.
Yeah.
He tried to.
Yeah.
That'll come out one day.
It will.
know that'll come out. If it hasn't already, I don't know if that made.
I don't think it has.
Okay.
But I've heard, like you've heard, that he didn't like Job.
It was Pittsburgh, right? If I'm not mistaken, was it Pittsburgh? Yeah,
Probably.
There was some deal with Pittsburgh that they were trying to make, and they were like, "No, we're not taking Jackson Job." Yeah. He wants his guys. So here we go. But this time, all the prospects will work. You know that, right? This time, all the prospects are going to work.
This time we got it.
Yeah, it didn't way back in the day for Randy Smith. It didn't for Al, but this time they're all going to work. Every one of them.
This rookie parlay is definitely going to cash.
Give me Dombrowski.
Bet the house on it.
I want Dave all day.
Give me Dombrowski. Empty that farm. And just bring players up that you know can play.
And you know what? Hold on to the couple guys that you think are going to be studs. Holding on to that Verlander guy kind of worked out.
It did.
That kind of worked out.
He came up pretty quick, though.
Yeah. All right.
They play the Marlins tonight. Open a 3-game series against the Marlins.
I think they're debuting the orange jerseys, right?
Yeah, they are. If the weather holds out. Is it raining right now? It looks like it.
Yeah, it's raining.
It's supposed to stop.
Is it?
Yeah, it's supposed to
I
stop.
want to go to the game.
Why don't you go to the game?
You want to go?
I knew that was the next question.
Get away from me.
Come on.
No.
Maz, you'd really go to the game in this weather?
Not in rain.
Okay.
I think it's supposed to be chilly today, though.
If it doesn't rain and I don't care if it's 45 degrees, I'll go.
Yeah,
I'm going to go. Of course. It's a Friday night.
That win.
I hardly miss a Friday night game.
I saw a fantastic promo, by the way, yesterday for this upcoming series. I just wanted to point that out.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I saw. Whoever made that video must be incredibly talented. That's all.
I'd like to see
They
that.
have to be.
He probably got it from his mother. That's it. Yeah, Maz, if I'm not mistaken, I think you might get your wish and you might have like temps in the 40s tonight.
I'll take it.
Hold on just a second. I got to look it up. Talk amongst yourselves for a second.
7 o'clock game. Tomorrow you got a...
52.
That's perfect.
That's not...
It's balmy.
52 is perfect.
That's balmy.
It's perfect.
It's beautiful. You walk around. You stay warm.
Yeah.
You go into different shops and stuff like that.
I'd rather have it at 52 than those days that are like 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's no escape.
No.
Yeah, you find a spot like in the brew house or one of those or the Champions Club.
Oh.
Yeah, you find because there's no escape.
How about the new press club?
I've been up there, yeah.
That's our old press box.
Yeah, have you been up there yet?
No.
Okay. I'll see if I can check it out for sure. All right, lots of Lions stuff to get to.
I was going to book Russell Brown for us today. Great scout, good friend of the program. But Neil! He's going to be on with Neil and Terry a little bit later.
Oh, is he? All
So
right.
I didn't want to double book. We'll have him next week. We'll have Scott Bischoff next week as well. We're gonna get this done. We're gonna get this draft is ours.
I've known Russ since he was a long time.
Great guy.
Yeah, really good. I'm
Smart
really,
as hell.
I'm really happy for the path that he's carved.
Yep.
He's a good guy.
So stay tuned for Big D Energy today to break down the draft.
We'll get into some Alex Anzalone's comments.
Yep.
Which were
He
interesting.
keeps talking.
It's just
I like him.
He's in his Kelly Stafford
Why?
era.
Why was it time to go?
I think that
Why?
Okay.
You'd rather have you'd rather have what we got now?
I'd rather get a rookie in this draft. I would. I'd rather get a rookie in this draft.
Yeah.
I think you can.
Rodrigo.
No.
There are just certain names. There are certain names when I hear them. It's like I feel the chub growing in my pants. Brasinio. Rodrigo. No, Maz, honestly, I think we could get a linebacker.
All right.
Who I'm not going to say that you're going to get an impactful guy like Jack Campbell because you obviously had to move up for him, but now that Jack Campbell's the wily vet, I'm not adverse to the idea of grabbing a linebacker and saying maybe he can be plug and play.
Is there another guy at Iowa?
Yeah,
That's
there
what
are
they
multiple
like.
guys at Iowa.
They like
You know that.
Iowa.
Yeah.
They like Alabama. They like Iowa.
Well, as you know, Iowa doesn't like offense.
No.
Kirk Ferentz is very allergic to offense.
But tight ends.
Yeah, tight ends, linebackers, and linemen.
Correct.
That's what Kirk Ferentz can do. He's built a factory there. He really has. All right, JB, where do you want to go?
Let's hear from Vin Johnson and Thrive. But first, let me clear up these super chats. Shout out to Gold Crown for sponsoring our super chats. $5 from I Ain't Say That. He says, shout out to my fiance, Kayla. We just got engaged yesterday.
Yeah.
If I invite the morning crew to the wedding, would you have a live show for my reception?
That's great.
Dude, congratulations.
That's awesome, man.
Congrats, man.
That's it.
Talk to Anson and B. How funny would that be? Live on location at the wedding party. That'd be pretty cool. Congratulations.
We could
man.
be groomsmen if you like.
Yeah, there we go.
I know Sean doesn't want to be a groomsman. He doesn't want to wear a tux.
I don't want to go.
How about hockey jerseys for everybody? No?
Can I
All
stay
right.
home?
Yeah.
I'll send a card. How's that?
You
I
can
will.
stay home.
I'll send a card.
Stay home.
I'll go in the backyard. I'll pick from the money tree. I'll put it in the envelope, but I don't want to go.
You're good.
Anything else, JB?
Yeah, we got $5 from Silas. He sends in. He said, I'm just glad I chose to live in the moment last year. The highs were high, the lows were low. Sure, we lost the lead, but a series win means even more.
Do you know what my problem was with last year?
Are we talking Tigers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what my problem was with last year? And maybe this is a me problem, okay? You know how it is. You get to a level and you want to take the next step. And we didn't take the next step. And it was made worse by our general manager, legitimately made our team worse at the deadline. And I told you one of my pet peeves is what might have been. What if he didn't make the team worse at the trade deadline? Yeah. Right? Is that enough to get us past Seattle? What if he did get a bat? What if he, as Gordon said, you know what? F it. Let's bring Max Clark up let's bring McGonigal up in September. What if
that was your bat?
Right? What?
Also, it could have been Eugenio Suarez, who went to Seattle and beat you.
Yeah, what?
He might not have been great for the future, but he would have been good in that present moment.
Now,
but then you lose the guys down below that he loves.
To Seidler's point, were they going to beat the Jays? Probably not.
No.
And even if they did, were they going to beat the Dodgers? No. But
why? They beat the Dodgers at the beginning of the year last year.
It doesn't. But you, Maz, you don't do it to yourself again. Do you remember last fall, all the lessons you learned? And you kept saying, I think these Jays are still alive.
They were alive.
No, they weren't.
Oh, come on. That was a great series.
Maz, it was dead, though. You knew how it was going to end.
Yeah.
You knew how that series was going to end. You didn't want to admit it.
I remember being with my buddy who's a Blue Jays fan for the game. Was it Game 6, Game 7? That last game. You ever watch the somebody's like just dreams die?
Oh, it's the worst.
Their eyes just.
It's the worst.
They were leading in the 8th
Poor
inning.
guy.
They were leading in the 9th inning.
It's the worst. I don't care what anybody says. Even if it's like to one of my. I told you I was at the Westbrook game, the Hail Mary, with Cordell Stewart. And I was with Michigan fans. And JB, 99 times out of 100, I would have been that a-hole that was making fun of them wearing my Spartan cap. But I saw how devastating that was. I shut my mouth. I did. Legit, I shut my mouth. And one of my buddies was like, if you say a gosh damn word, I was like, nope, not today. Not today. I'm just going to shut my mouth today.
That was a great call by Keith Jackson.
Because you lose a game like that.
Cordell Stewart.
Where the guy throws the ball 70 yards down the effing field? No. My brain, I don't get things like that. I don't.
Wow.
All right. Anything else, JB?
Just one more from Silas sending in $2 to follow up his last one. He said, and now we suck again, but it was a ride.
I'm not ready to say they suck yet. I'm not.
I forgot what Ryder put out.
I don't like this.
Their September record into now April, and it's well below 500. Well below. Not counting the playoffs. Just regular season baseball.
Well, we were 500 in the playoffs too, right? Yeah, we were 500 in the playoffs.
But we won a series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we were 4-4.
Remember that afternoon? Gosh, it was so great. We did Indian things to the Indians. That made me so happy.
Yeah, we played small ball against them and won, like barely, squeak one out, but won against them. That was fun.
Oh.
Beating them in Cleveland.
Oh.
Watching all those miserable Ohioans walk out of the stands, file out through the stairs.
But they were the AL Central champs.
We were the architect of their eventual misery, though, and that made me happy.
I would much rather be in the playoffs than win the division.
I would much rather beat you in the playoff. You enjoy your banner.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Just know we knocked you out of the playoff.
Yeah, you have your hat. You have your ALDS hat. I can get my ALCS hat.
We own the Central.
But honestly, though, if the Tigers don't win the Central this year, I'm going to be a little bit concerned.
This division's awful.
It is.
It is legitimately awful.
2 years ago, I get it. We come out of nowhere.
It stunk 2 years ago, too. Nobody wanted to admit it.
Yeah, no, it's stunk for a long time. It is this whole division stinks like the Lake Erie, but you have to please Tigers. I'm not asking for much. Be the least shitty of the shit, please.
I had him at 90 plus wins. That's not looking great right now.
I had him at 90. I know that's what I fell on. I fell on 90.
88. Is that enough to win the
How
division?
many? And you know what? I'm going to say it again, though. With this pitching staff, dude, do you want to face this pitching staff in a short series? I don't. I'm serious. I don't. Considering Scooble's still here. See, that's
Right.
the one interesting thing.
Yeah.
Let's play a game of pretend, all right? God forbid this continues. God forbid this continues. Let's say the Tigers are 5 games out, Maz, and wallowing even a couple games under 500 in July. Do you trade Scooble? Or do you let it ride like most people think that they're just going to let it ride and he's going to walk away for nothing in November? If this continues, there are a few games under 500. There are a few games back. Not only in the wild card, but in the division.
Sean, can you get a return for Scooble that would actually make sense, or is it so far gone and that a team wouldn't, necessarily want to take a risk on a guy that has half a year left because
You'll get minor leaguers.
They have to re-sign him? Kind of like it reminds me a little bit of like a Quinn Hughes, but even less term on that deal. Are teams going to be in the market for that? They know what they're getting in Tara Scooble, but he is 28 years old. They're going to have to sign him to a long-term deal. That means there's only a couple of teams that are going to be in the running for this, like a Yankees, like a Dodgers, like maybe the Giants, whoever. And then are those teams going to pull the trigger and give away assets? Or are they just going to wait until free agency when they can just, add him to the roster?
Do you know why I think the answer to that is a definitive yes? Is because everybody knows what's coming when this season ends. It's not a secret anymore.
Right.
Right? So, you know what? I'm going in now. I'm pushing all my chips in now because the way that we operate in baseball right now is going to end soon. So I think somebody will just say, what the hell does it matter? Let's see if we can get it now. And maybe, God forbid, maybe even a smaller market team. Well, we're not going to have to worry about the big contract. He's not going to get it because the economics of baseball is going to change. So I think, it's just one man's opinion, I think there might be more interest if we get to that point, honestly. And, of course, the big market teams, they don't care. Hey, right. You know what? You're the Dodgers, all right? We may as well. Like the Tucker contract. May as well.
We don't even need him, but we'll sign him.
Everything's going to change next year anyway, so yeah, let's sign him. So that's what McGordon, to your point, and I think it's a great one. That's a great question. I think teams are just going to go F it because they know things are going to change next year anyway. Well, there is going to be no next year.
Yeah.
Or a partial next year.
You still got to give up your talent that you believe in.
Right. Oh, you don't want to give up prospects.
That's what it's going to be.
You do not want to give up prospects. No way. You think I'm giving up Daz Cameron? That man is going to own that center field for 15 years. And you think I'm going to get rid of him?
Hey, we played against Cody Clemens the other day. Minnesota's got him now.
Oh.
He was going to be it.
Yeah, he was like, that was even when he was here. It was kind of like past his whole cute little pinch your cheek prospect era. I don't know. We'll see. All right, JB, where do you want to go?
We got to hear from Vin and Thrive.
All right, Ben Johnson. Justice. Justice is a must. Corporations, the government, even your insurance company, they will do whatever it takes to minimize their liability and put the cost on you. When you need justice, you need a fighter. You need the fighter. And that's Ben Johnson. Contact Ben today at benfight.com. Get the fighter in your corner. Want to tell you about Thrive as well. I popped in a wintergreen this morning because I was dragging and it perked me right up. If you're tired of the midday crash from sugary energy drinks, it's time to level up with Thrive energy pouches. Made right here in the USA, Thrive delivers fast-acting energy and elite cognitive focus using all natural caffeine. The best part? It's all clean, all energy, zero sugar, and absolutely no crash. You can get it in peach, peppermint, cinnamon. Like I said, I roll with the wintergreen. Look at that QR code. Scan it right now or go to dipstop.com to get yourself a 10. Use promo code WSN at checkout to get 15% off your order. Guys, this stuff effing works.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at WoodwardSports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at WoodwardSports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Hey guys, there are sports bars, then there's Art and Jake's. Nobody comes close on game days with over 80 wall-to-wall TVs, big screen, you can't miss a thing. 22 draft beers on tap and a menu stacked with fan favorites. Art and Jake's is the place. Make sure you hit that QR code and join the AJ's fan club. Follow them on socials at Art and Jake's. Find a location near you. It's a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor. Art and Jake's.
I have a random thing to throw out there because our boy B-Lad just came in. Shout out to B-Lad.
Yes, sir.
B-Lad comes walking in. He's wearing a Notre Dame Fighting Irish hat.
It was a
Okay?
gift. Oh, yeah.
See, now hear me out. Hear me out.
It's a nice hat, though.
Isn't Notre Dame one of those you either love them or you hate them? There's no middle ground?
There's no middle ground.
I have been
all.
1,000% indifferent to Notre Dame my entire lifetime.
Rudy sucks.
See?
I like Rudy.
Rudy was a bad movie.
I know being an Irish lad, I'm supposed to like them, but I'm an Irish Protestant. But
There's
Maz,
such things as Irish Protestants?
Oh, yeah. Maz, do you ever hear of the Troubles?
Huh?
The Troubles? Do you ever... Nah, never mind. We'll get into it one.
It's all good.
Shout out to Belfast.
Northern Ireland, okay?
All right.
But my family came from Ireland itself. Try being a Protestant there. But with that being said, all right, I just never... I don't like them. I don't hate them. I think college football is a better place when they're doing well. JB, have a great weekend.
All right, JB.
And I will say, and you've probably heard me say this many times, Maz, it is one of the coolest games you can see a game in college football. Regardless of your feelings for Notre Dame.
It's a bucket list game.
You said it better
Notre
than
Dame,
I.
Notre Dame games are actually pretty cool. I've been to one in my lifetime.
Go there early, take a walk to the grotto, get your picture next to Touchdown Jesus.
Yep.
And the nicest freaking people you'd ever meet.
Yeah.
They must have a class that take our teach you to be nice class. It really is a one. But it was funny because B-Lad walked in and he heard the boos and hisses. One way or the other, I don't.
Tomatoes.
No, I just don't.
That's a gorgeous hat, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Shout out to
that's
Colin.
70s.
It
80s.
is. It's got the old
That's
logo on
definitely
the side.
late 80s.
80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show the logo, Gordon. I like it. That's my favorite part right here.
Maz doesn't like leprechauns, though. Yeah, Maz.
It's
Maz,
an all right logo.
You're
It's
not
an
a
all right
fan
logo.
of leprechauns.
I like the Notre Dame leprechaun.
You
He hangs
do?
on my tree.
You like the Notre Dame leprechaun?
Yeah, I
Pretty
despise
badass.
The Celtic leprechaun.
that son of a bitch. I could poke his eyes out with the stick he hold himself up with.
I
hate
can't
him.
stand him either.
God, I hate him. Red Auerbach as a leprechaun.
Freaking Jason Tatum.
But the fighting leprechaun,
See,
that's
there's
a cool
another
leprechaun.
one. The Celtics, you either love them or hate them.
Hate
Screw 'em.
I hate the Celtics.
Hate him. Always hate him.
Hate them. Can't stand them. Make seriously, skin crawl. No offense, Maz, the Yankees.
I'm sorry.
I see that uniform. I see that logo. I see blood.
Really?
Yes, I hate them. I hate the Yankees. Hate them.
Sorry.
It's not. No, I'm never. Have I ever once thrown that in your face?
Never.
I don't believe in doing that shit.
Never.
All right? No,
You
seriously,
don't
I
hate
don't.
Babe Ruth?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't think.
Because Spenny hates Babe
That's
Ruth.
one of the greatest bits ever when Spenny starts on Babe Ruth with you. Because, here's Mads gets really mad, too. Why do you got to hate on Babe Ruth?
We got Anakin in the chat. He said, my girlfriend's boyfriend is in Notre Dame's marching band.
My girlfriend's boyfriend?
And then he corrected himself and said brother, not boyfriend.
Okay. There you go.
Glad you corrected that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, man, growing up in Jersey, you had your choice. Notre Dame or Michigan. Because that was on TV. I picked Michigan. The big house. And that's why I was a Michigan fan. Since I was 8 years old, Keith Jackson at the big house, which he named, that was it. I always wanted to go there. And the first place I went to when I came into Michigan, my fiance at the time took me to the big house. It was an afternoon, and the guys there that were guarding the gates and stuff let me in, and I went down and laid on the grass. Yeah, they let me in.
Speaking of
And-
Michigan, do you
and
watch
I,
Frozen
to me,
Four?
I reached, that was heaven to me. Heaven.
Yeah, B-Lad, you missed it. We already had that little
I was going to
therapy
say, I
session.
figured you guys talked about it already. That was
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
hell of a game, though.
Do you know what Michigan hockey has done since they've won in '98? You know what their record is?
I'll play dumb. No, Maz, what is it?
Their record in the semifinals, which is the Frozen Four first round. 1-9.
Wow.
That's bad.
Last night was fun, though. I had more fun watching them than I've watched any Red Wings game in the last 2 months.
The Big
You
Ten
get off on hate watching that much. You like hate watching that much, dude.
Oh, no, I enjoyed the game. Like no matter who came out, I was like, dude, this is a sweat fest.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the most physical games that I've seen in a long,
dudes were getting
college.
taken out of the game,
Hey,
all bloodied up.
That whistle was buried, absolutely buried last night.
Damn right, and it should be.
How about the kid that almost had his hand cut off?
Yeah.
Right at the end of regulation.
Literally.
I'll play through it.
Play
through it.
That's because there are those lightning rod teams in sports, right? There are, like the Dallas Cowboys are another team.
Yeah.
You love them or you hate them.
Not really.
Not anymore. In our era especially, it was you loved them or you hated them.
No, it's still kind of like that now too. I will say.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Listen, I had a very hard time hating them. I didn't love them, but
How
I
do
never
you hate
hated
Roger Staubach.
Yeah.
The
How
guy
do you
was
hate
a
Roger
saint.
Staubach?
He was a saint,
Yes.
literally.
How do you hate him? How do you hate Tom Landry? How do you hate Drew Pearson? How do you hate Doomsday? You don't.
That was like people like Notre Dame, even when I was a kid. I had some buddies that loved him. I had some buddies that hated him. They were like, "What do you think?" And I said, "I don't think anything." Like they just.
You're an agnostic when it comes to Notre Dame.
Yeah, whatever. They had the one really good year where obviously they won the national championship when I was a little kid. But other than that, they've kind of, I do love the return to glory shit. That makes me laugh. For years, I would get the shirt. Maz, you remember? I got the shirt. And they come up with their stupid slogan of the year. Under a gray October sky, Notre Dame will rise again. Shh, they're there. I know. This is the year.
You have a play like
Return
a
to
champion
glory.
in front of your house, don't you?
Yes.
You hit it when you go in the house?
You got to hit it.
You got to hit it.
They always have that shirt with the dumb little quotes on there. So that's mocking for me. But sometimes I told you, I'm not joking, USC. I hate USC. I have no idea why.
I don't care about them.
I hate USC.
I don't care.
When USC's on, I get mad. It's like you and Neil. It's like honestly, I better turn the channel because I am going to be overcome with I don't know. Somebody will go, well, was it those Rose Bowls against Michigan? And I'm like, I'm not a Michigan fan. Right. I wasn't a Michigan fan. I've never been a Michigan fan.
You just hate USC.
I hate USC, and I don't know why.
You know what? I kind of understand.
It's that fucking song.
You hate OJ?
Dun, 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 dun. I hate that song so much.
I love that.
Of course you do.
I love the cheerleaders. No cheerleader can touch the USA.
USC or UCLA?
USC, man. Those sweaters. Come on, man.
I don't know, dude.
OJ, Marcus Allen, Charles White.
Hotties in that UCLA blue.
They are beautiful too.
They are lovely.
Those California girls. Beach Boys weren't wrong.
You know what? Maybe I should talk to pure psychiatry and find out, talk to my inner child why I hate USC. I just hate USC. I hate them. Can't stand them.
Surprised because they would always beat Michigan. That would make you happy.
And Michigan State had their number. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
Beat them twice the Rose Bowl year. I don't know.
You hate John Robinson? John McKay?
Yes, I hated John Robinson.
You did?
That went over the head of 99% of our... Yes, I did. Yes. He just looked like he wasn't coaching when I was a kid. He just... sometimes guys...
I thought he was a cool customer.
Sometimes guys give that vibe, like the Brady Hoke vibe. It's like, all right, you're not doing anything. Like, you just aren't. You're not... You could pretend like you are, but you're not doing anything. Did you hear what Alex Anzalone said?
I did.
B-Led, you got that ready?
Here, I got you guys.
Here I said B-Led. Gordon, do you got that ready?
Yep, I'm playing that right now.
Feels like, based on maybe your social media posts, that things didn't maybe end the best way in Detroit. Why was it like that, and were you surprised, Alex?
It didn't come back to, you weren't playing well. It didn't come back to Dan saying, yeah, we want to move on. Dan told me he wanted me back. It didn't come down to that. It literally just came down to finances and what they could and couldn't afford. And, that's kind of just... It's the nature of the beast. It's the business, and that's their front office made decisions of where they want to invest money, and it wasn't in me, and it is what it is.
I say two things. Let me start with this. All right, who out there, after what happened a year ago, thought, right, wrong, or indifferent, Alex Anzalone was going to be here?
I didn't think he'd be here.
No. Nobody did.
No chance.
But
Nobody did.
I had no reason to think. I would have liked him to come back. I would have. He plays hard. He plays hurt. And he loved being here.
He really did. He loved being here.
He did.
He did.
And Dan Campbell and him had something. And Dan wanted him. Brad didn't. Because how much did Anzalone wind up making with Tampa? Only a few million, I think.
He's from Florida, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Went to Florida. Chat could tell me maybe he made 3 or 4 million. Well, Brad got 4 players for that.
The needs were plenty.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's why a lot of people, shout out to KG, by the way, a lot of people like KG said, all right, are we going to fill all these needs in 1 year, or is this the process of 2 off seasons? We're going to be good. We're going to be competitive. But to get back to the level that we had grown accustomed to in low, albeit 2 years, and being a legit Super Bowl contender, it might take 2 off seasons. And that's the unfortunate part of the business, Maz, is concessions need to be made. And I think the Detroit Lions, in fairness, told not just Alex Anzalone, but everybody else a year ago,
Yeah, they jettisoned a lot of guys.
this guy isn't going to be part of the long-term future. He's not. We'll find a way for 1 more year. He can have his holdout. We'll find a way for 1 more year. But if you're talking about that extension, if you're talking about, this guy making the long term here, it's not going to happen. So that's why, to me, I remember seeing him in there a year ago around this time.
He came with his family, Birmingham Royals.
Nicest guy ever. He knew. This was how it was going to end.
As KG says, he always brings it up, Brad's favorite words, financial constraints. He got 3 guys or 4 guys for what Anzalone cost. And he filled it. We showed you the Lions yesterday. It was like, remember that album, Meet the Beatles? Meet the Lions was yesterday. You saw 12 guys on the screen. Only one of them had a 3-year deal. The other 11 all had 1-year deals, not including Juice.
Meet the Beatles.
Anzalone was like part of the first regime that Dan brought in too. Like as soon as the Dan Campbell regime got to Detroit, Anzalone was a part of that. They brought him along. He was in through the dog days, the tough times. Just that kind of feels like a stab in the heart to him. I bet a little bit. It would to me, at least as a player.
It is a heartless business.
It is very much
and as
so.
far as I'm concerned, I hate to say this, I would rather have a general manager that has no heart.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to operate.
Sorry.
Yep.
But you'd like an aggressive general manager.
Oh, absolutely.
As well.
Yes.
And we don't have that.
We don't have an aggressive general manager.
Not on a single
We
team.
don't.
Not even close. Not even a little.
Are there quote unquote Brad guys? Where he's going to stick a guy, he's going to keep a guy around because he's his guy. I don't think Brad is that type.
Nope.
If Brad feels that like he can make a sensible economic potential upgrade, because I'm telling you right now, that's his thinking. I'm going to grab a linebacker, okay? Hopefully this linebacker's ready to go. Like any rookie linebacker, he's going to have some ups and downs, like Jack Campbell did, in fairness, okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
And by the end of the year, Jack Campbell was a completely different player. And anybody want to get rid of Jack Campbell now? Anybody?
Not at all.
I don't think anybody wants to go down that road. So this 1,000% just a guess, and we talked about this on the show yesterday. Maz, don't be surprised if they don't take a linebacker early. I'm not saying first round.
I hope so.
I don't think it'll be first round.
Neither do I, although I wish it was. I wish they'd take a defense first. I would take the best defensive player available first. But I know they're taking an offensive lineman. I know that.
And Maz, like we talked about yesterday, in my little perfect world, you get your edge at 50, the kid from Missouri or the kid from Illinois, and then again, this is a guy that has shown the propensity to move up. If there's a linebacker you love in the 3rd round, say, yeah, we'll package a couple deals for you. We'll give you a 4th and a 5th, and maybe even a 4th next year. Whatever it takes, okay, to do something like that, to move up and grab that guy. And, then he's working in concert with Barnes and Rodrigo.
There might be a Kirby or Branch available early, but they're not going to go for it.
And you know what? If they play the waiting game on the safeties, I have a
not gonna
feeling.
get any.
Yeah, I don't think they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's.
You can get a UDFA.
I was talking to Bischoff about this in as I do my dumb mock drafts. It just seems like in the 5th round, everybody's gone. And then you're talking about guys that are ranked in the 240s and 250s and everything. So, maybe they take a flyer on one of the 4th round picks. All right, we're going to grab a safety. We're going to grab, no pun intended, a safety valve.
Yeah.
In case things don't work out with either of these guys.
Just bring Iffy back. I'd be happy if Iffy was here. He's cheap.
I'm not against that.
I love that guy.
Yeah, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Schrager and Daniel Jeremiah have the Lions grabbing Caden Proctor.
They did. They have a little podcast they do together. Would you like to hear a piece of it?
I would like to hear a piece of it.
You got that all set there?
Yep.
Gordy?
Yep, I'm pulling
all
that
right.
up.
This is the Jeremiah and Schrager. They do 2 podcasts right before the draft on the draft. They wait late to do this, and they both came to the same conclusion.
You know why? Because you're starting to find out what NFL teams like.
Yeah.
Like we talked about back in December and January, these morons that are looking at mock drafts in December and January and putting any validity into them, when we start to find out is after Indianapolis.
Correct.
Because then the whispers start and the sources start.
And the lies.
And the lies. Oh, a hell of a lot of lies. A hell of a lot of lies. All right, go ahead, Gordon.
Gotcha.
All right, 17 is the Detroit Lions. We're nearing in at 40 minutes, so we're going to kind of go rapid fire for the back half here. 17, the Detroit Lions will select. I'm going to give them an offensive lineman because I think they have needs there. And this one, again, maybe it's a little earlier than others have.
Look, can I get, I'm going to write it down here. Hold on.
I don't think
I'm just going to write it down.
With the 17th pick,
Go ahead.
Detroit Lions select a 358-pound mass of humanity named Caden Proctor out of Alabama, and you did it. That's right. That's right. Caden Proctor.
Well, I was told the other day that whenever you're doing these exercises going forward, Proctor, that is the absolute floor. He will not get by the Detroit Lions.
Proctor.
So there you go.
17.
I love it when we're getting saying the same stuff.
Just
Drake.
saying, we know our stuff. Let everyone else put Caden Proctor in the 20s and 30s. Caden Proctor to the Lions at 17.
Yeah, he's got great feet. He showed up last year at 390 pounds and then didn't play well early in the year and then was able to get back in the 350s and played well.
And on this very show, we've been talking about Caden Proctor since probably January, okay?
Absolutely.
Do you know what tells me they're not going to take him?
Because those guys
All
said
the
it.
people telling me now that they're going to take him.
Yep.
So now that we've got that established, now maybe we can look at the guy at Penn State. Hell, maybe an edge is in play. No, it's not. Don't. That's going too far. Okay, now that tells me that they're not going to take Caden Proctor because so many guys are talking about them taking Caden Proctor. But as we've talked about, I think there are numerous tackles and IOL that they can take. I do. I think that the choices are going to be plentiful in that spot. And I'll say again, my jaw drops if they don't do that. They're going to grab one of the big ones up front. They are.
Let me put Schrager's mock draft up. Do you have that first round draft graphic, Gordy? Can you find it? Well, if you find it, put it up.
Yeah,
we'll keep talking. But he does the 32 picks in the first round. And like you said, that's a Thursday night. Then guess what? There's a second round on a Friday night. And then
Is this what you're looking for?
And then there's more. Yep, that's it. So look at the players around where the Lions are taking in the middle of the NFL draft.
I want you to pay close attention to exactly what we were just talking about. Look at the guys in the general vicinity that they could grab. Seriously.
Yeah.
Look at the guys.
So if Proctor's not the guy, who is the guy that you're taking?
You could grab the IOL that you see there at 17.
That's the Penn State guy.
Okay. Freeling is a guy that people have going up and
Yep.
down as well.
I was gonna say I thought he was projected to go earlier than.
The guys from Utah. Like you have Spencer going at 6.
Yeah.
Where's the other one on there? La, 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 la. All right, they have Caleb going at 27. All right, so you
They have Blake Miller from Clemson, too, at 22.
Yeah, legitimately look at all of that beef that you could obtain, whether it be on the interior or at tackle. I really feel that that's the play. I really feel that that's the play. What if they went Jared McCoy from Tennessee? Cornerback. They're not doing it. No way. No way.
No way. Not after after the Terry and Arnold, Ennis Rakestraw experience.
When I look at this, let me remind you again, okay? Somebody's going to go off the board and fall in love with somebody. I don't know if there's a quarterback that's going to go skyrocketing up because it seems like it's Mendoza and then a big drop-off. But guys fall in love with guys. And I'm not saying that they're going to reach before 17, but there's always somebody that throws in a curveball. Always somebody that throws in a curveball. And then changes the next 3 or 4 draft picks because of it. Right? But, Maz, honestly, as sure as I'm sitting here, I don't think you're going to get your wish, buddy. I don't think they're going defense in the first round.
I feel like if they can get Vega at that spot, that's an absolute steal.
Yeah.
No doubt. Like, if you don't move to go get him, that's a steal.
I don't know about Vega. I feel like I would rather go tackle here. I would rather,
for sure.
Hope for either a Monroe Freeling to drop or even, trade up to go get him. But I think you could do very well with what's a homeboy from Iowa with the mullet? What's his name?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
He had a great underwear Olympics.
Worst case scenario, I would be perfectly comfortable if you in the first round even took an edge and then took him in the second round if you're really going to go offensive line. Because I'm not necessarily sold on Iona Vega.
They're not taking an edge. He just doesn't put value in it. I hope I don't disagree with you.
No, I understand.
He just doesn't.
All
All we can do is study Brad.
Yeah.
He doesn't put merit into it. He doesn't put value into it like we put value into it.
Yeah.
Would I grab Messidor in a heartbeat? Wouldn't even think twice. That's not Brad. We have to do this process thinking like how we think Brad will think. And he just doesn't.
He takes the sure bet.
What evidence is there that he puts any value into that other edge? There's no evidence there. None.
There is evidence. He doesn't.
Yeah. That's all the evidence, right?
That's all you need.
What is for a little thought experiment for everybody? What's the most what's the most he's put into that position? What's like the highest caliber of player? Was it?
I say Hutch.
No. Other than
after
Hutch.
Oh, okay. After
so
he got
is
the
it
one. I'm talking
the
about
Egyptian
the
magician?
Okay.
Is it Ali McNeil?
The magician.
Or, I'm sorry. I know we love that, right? Him playing DN.
Al-Qadim Mohammed.
Yeah, no, I'm saying Al-Qadim Mohammed, or maybe is it Poopy Pants himself, James Houston?
Josh Pascal.
Lord have mercy. Look where we're at right now.
That's what we're talking
Look
about.
where we're at
I'm
right
so
now.
glad you're saying that.
Yeah.
Like, there's my evidence. Like when Maz was on trial, we just spitballed a bunch of names, okay? Listen to all those names. And now you heard them all, right?
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the man puts no value into the other side. The defense rests.
Yep.
That's it. Oh, Brad, prove me wrong.
Guilty.
Gosh, wouldn't that be great? No, there are too many guys, both on the interior and at tackle.
Would you be upset if he took a defense at first round?
Not
at all. I
Any
actually kind of want him
defense.
to.
No.
To me, that's the side of the ball that needs you, Brad.
Yeah. That's the side of the ball that you have the most holes on.
Let me say this, though, because I said this to you yesterday, Maz. We know how important it is to protect the quarterback. we know how important it is to protect our quarterback in particular.
Yes.
That is true.
That's next level. So that's why if they do that, I'm not adverse to it. And if they do defense, I'm not adverse to it. I'm really not.
Panay is going to protect them. He is. Panay on the left side is going to be the best thing that happened to this line in years.
You have to
and
have.
Cade Mays in the middle.
I think you guys, you have to protect Jared Goff extra special. You do. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's not a shot. That is a factual statement.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I don't know how else to say
nothing to
it.
be sorry about.
And again, I know that puts me in the crosshairs of both sides of the dumb argument. We haven't had a Jared Goff argument in the chat in a while. I hope that speaking it into existence doesn't happen.
There's
Hear
no way
that,
you
chat?
have one.
Get after
But
it.
it's funny because I sit back and I go, wow, you got a point and you got a point. I'm happy Jared Goff is the quarterback.
Yeah, the chat knows where I stand on that.
I'm a
Where
lot
do you
happier.
stand on that?
I'm
I'm
a lot happier when Jared Goff is protected.
Yeah, I don't take any Jared Goff slander.
Oh, we got a young stick.
Would you also agree with me? It is uber important, extra important to protect
Oh,
him.
no doubt about it.
That's why
No
I
doubt
have
about
no
it.
issue with
Yeah.
you.
Would you
Go about your day in peace, my friend.
Would you agree with this statement? The Lions cannot win a Super Bowl if they don't have at least a top 2, top 3 offensive line in the league.
I disagree.
They can have a top 6.
You know what I was
Top
going to say? I was going to say top 5.
Yeah.
You know, like a couple of years ago. I think
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think that was a top 5 line. I really do. I
Yep.
think that was a top 5 line. And if we had stayed healthy elsewhere,
Let me read some super chats for us, okay? Get some super chats
I'm
in.
getting mad, Maz.
Listen to Dante here.
All right.
Do you know who we're playing tonight, by the way? Tigers?
The Marlins.
Do you know who's pitching for the Marlins?
Who?
If we lose to Chris Paddock, then I don't know
Oh,
what to
gosh.
do. We can't lose to that guy. It's Montero against Paddock tonight.
The sheriff's on the mound tonight?
The sheriff's on the mound.
I had no idea.
That's why I
thought
wanted
you
to
were
get
saying
to
Levon
it.
Hernandez or something.
Nope. Levon's retired now.
And he shall be Levon.
He shall be.
He shall be a
That
good
was a
man.
great song.
I had no idea. Really?
Yeah. The sheriff against Montero.
I might go to the game with you just to boo him incessantly.
All right, I'll pick you up.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Ryan's reaction. Kyle Lewis out of Pitt. Linebacker in college, can play safety and nickel as well.
They're going to take one.
Good player.
Hey, yeah,
They're gonna
he's a
take
good
one.
good
They're gonna
player.
Take one.
Ryan's reaction. Average pitch speed Babe Ruth saw was around 65 to 70. You shut up, Ryan.
You have no idea. Maz gets so angry. It's when
Babe Ruth, God.
When
It's Babe Ruth.
Spenny starts in on him, it's is that funny?
Calls him a freaking plumber. Calls him a handyman with skinny legs.
I mean, you've seen his swing.
He did have baby chicken legs. He did. Can
He
you
did.
admit that? He had
Peg
little
legs.
baby chicken legs.
Gordy,
That man has never done a calf raise.
Gordy, you zip your lip right now.
Hey, Babe Ruth. All right, if he
told
played
you.
like almost 100 years ago, I'm not putting anything into it.
X27 Evolution. I'd buy a WSN Financial Constraints t-shirt. That's a good one.
You should.
That
put
really is a
yeah,
good
you
one.
should put that in the Woodward shop.
I would.
Stick, are you listening? Put that
I
in
don't
the
think
Woodward
Stick will
shop.
do that because he likes Brad too much.
No, Stick would do that.
You think?
Yeah, he would.
Sideless. Who said we need MD? That would tell all.
No way. No way. No way. You guys dropped that. He's not coming back. No way.
And finally, Detroit DC. The defense doesn't rest. They can't get off the field. Thanks to the super chatters today, guys. Paddock and Montero tonight. Be
What a
there
matchup.
or be square.
What a matchup.
He's going to go back to his glory days of pitching at Comerica last year.
His glory days, yep.
Watch him strike out 7 in 4 innings.
Dante's right. That
Yeah.
I will literally go to my liquor cabinet and get obliterated.
They're wearing your favorite jerseys today, the orange.
Like, seriously, if
Bourbon
that,
Friday.
If that guy casts a spell on us, I'm heading straight to the liquor cabinet.
Just get the pictures ready. Get them ready.
No, that The only pictures I will send you nudes, Maz. That's how mad I'll be.
I don't want nudes.
Well, you're getting
I don't
them.
want your
You're getting them.
I don't want your bruised balls.
You're going to see
I don't
my
want
balls.
anything.
You're going to see my 15-pound balls.
I don't want anything.
I'm going to be obliterated and send you bad pictures that I'll regret in the morning.
We do not condone any sexual gratification. We do not.
I was talking about
this is
me in a joking
purely
manner. Yeah,
satirical. Please do not sue us.
No.
We're talking strictly Penn Island.
Yes, 100%.
If you know, you know.
Shout out Penn Island.
That's what I heard.
Hey, before we go.
That's what I heard.
What do I got here
What
before we
else?
go? Let's see. WNBA. They're expanding. NBA has approved it.
I'm going to ask you guys to be honest with me.
They're going to Cleveland in 27 or 28, Detroit in 29, and Philadelphia in 30. So Detroit gets their team back.
I'm gonna ask you all to be honest with me,
Yep.
okay? Because I understand that women's sports has gone like this, okay? Give me the % chance that you end up going to a WNBA game.
I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll wait for the Indiana Fever.
Okay.
I'll watch
that's
Caitlin.
actually-
I'll watch Caitlin and Sophie.
B-Lad?
2%.
Gordon?
If I lose a bet.
Gordon, you're going.
Okay, only if what's the one girl, the really tall, the blonde chick? She plays for LA's team.
Yeah, LA.
Yeah, what's her name?
She is very, very pretty.
Yeah, I'll go to.
I follow her
if
on
the
Instagram.
Sparks are in town. If the Sparks are in town, I'll get a courtside seat. I don't give a damn.
If my daughter said to me, Dad, I'd like to go to the game, I would say, have a great time with your boyfriend.
You're not even going to go look.
I have no interest. Will I watch it? Yeah, I'll
It'd be fun
watch
to go
it.
to a game. It would. How many shot games did you go to?
Not even to see Caitlin Clark?
None.
Bullshit.
I didn't go to one shot game.
You didn't go to a final?
We were the home of the shock, and I didn't go to one.
Oh,
Didn't
wow.
go to one.
You didn't go with Ruth Riley? Hang out with Ruth Riley?
And I'm not saying I'm against it. I mean, maybe consider the source. I'm somebody that I don't like going to games anyway.
Spenny, who's our girl at the LA Sparks? The tall.
Sophie Cunningham.
No. You
She's
know her.
cute, too.
Cameron Brink.
Because I know so many people. We're all supposed to be
Give it up.
PC and say how much we love it, and I'm not saying I'm against it, but there is 0% chance that I ever go see the WNBA team. Do you want me to lie?
You don't want to see Caitlin Clark?
No.
I have zero interest. None. I can't. I wish. And by the way,
Let's see Bronny James.
let me say this for the record. I'm an advocate for lady sports. Like I think ladies hockey is fun. I've called a bunch of games.
Would you go to a PWHL game if
No.
Detroit?
I actually would. I have a friend that plays in the PWHL.
Nope.
Well, a friend of a friend.
Right on.
No. Why would I do that?
I grew up around women's hockey.
No. I called the Women's World Championship. Why? I'm not going. Why would I go?
We gotta fight. We gotta fight the patriarchy together,
Yeah,
Brendan. We
there
got
we go.
this.
Listen,
we got
I'll
this.
wa-
B-Lad.
I'll
right.
watch on TV. Like I'm
No,
not
you
saying I
won't.
won't watch it.
I'll go
Yeah,
watch
you
some
will.
women's stick and
Well, it
puck.
depends what else is on.
You're going to watch it for like a second.
That would be so far down the
Yeah,
list.
I can't watch a game for more than like a minute. But if I go to a game, I'm going to enjoy it.
I appreciate your honesty, young B lad,
Oh,
because
yeah.
I know we're all supposed to fall over ourselves and talk about how great it is, and they're going to pack the place and everything. I wish them all the best.
I loved all the names the guys were naming them last night.
Brave.
Coming up with the new nickname
Strong and
for the
brave.
Detroit team.
Oh,
I'll-
that
I'll let Spenny do that one.
Spenny,
he
Spenny
can
went
take
off on
over
a
that.
tangent last night.
Spenny, how did I get into that chat, by the way?
Easy started it.
What? There's only 7 people in that
Best
chat.
of luck. I hope it works. I think it's great it's here. All of that stuff. But I think today guys are supposed to lie and say how great it is and they can't wait to go to games. I'm not going to go to a game. I don't know what to tell you.
You don't want to see Sophie Cunningham?
No.
Cameron Brink.
Cameron
All right, anything else, guys?
Brink.
Michigan.
What about Michigan?
The Michigan Wolverines keeping Elliot Cadeau for a senior year.
Okay.
And they grabbed
Prayers up
J.P.
to,
Estrella from Tennessee, their big guy. So the
Prayers up to
transfer
Parker
portal
Meadows.
already working for Dusty May. Try to keep the
How that
title.
works out. All right, we got to get out of here. Listen, have yourselves a great weekend. Keep it tapped in all day. Big D Energy, Bray, and Shep, and the heavyweights as well.
Pistons, Hornets.